I'm Cute Spooky, and today I'm talking about 7 demos you should check out during Steam's Next Fest. I'll have a link below to the list I created, which includes all of these games, so if you like what you see, there's one convenient location to find them all. Let's start with the cozy game, Unbox the Room. If you've played and enjoyed unpacking, you'll feel right at home in this game. You play as an interior designer, helping people move into their new homes. You'll place furniture in various rooms and unpack their belongings to create cozy spaces. There was even a level where you had to place down everything, as the room was empty. Unlike unpacking, there isn't any story to follow. You help multiple people unpack instead of helping one person over time. It's a game for people who enjoy decorating and don't need more than that to keep themselves entertained. There will also be a sandbox mode where you can play around with all the items and furniture you've unpacked. I love decorating, so it's the perfect game for me. The next cozy game on the list is Ship Incorporated. In this game, you run a shipping company. You follow shipment orders, choose the proper package size, prepare the packages according to the instructions, and load the delivery truck. You'll need to pay attention to which items are going into the packages. If any item is dirty, you'll need to clean it before packing. You'll also need to be on the lookout for fragile items, which must be covered in bubble wrap before packing. Once the package is taped up, you'll also need to include any necessary stickers, warning others what's inside, like the fragile sticker for fragile items. Over time, you're able to upgrade your office and unlock better tools, but make sure you always save enough money to pay your bills at the end of each day. If you miss bills 3 times, it's game over, but it's very easy to keep up with them, at least in the demo. It's a cute and cozy job simulator that's a lot of fun. The last cozy game I'll be talking about is Cozy Organizer. It's exactly what it sounds like. In this game, there are multiple levels to solve that all involve organizing items. I played 3 levels in the demo, and they were all different. The first had me organizing items in a kitchen, and it was difficult to find space for everything. I also encountered a bug where a plant I placed turned invisible. Or maybe it's a magical plant, who knows. Anyway, the game provided a certain amount of items at a time, and as you placed all of them, another set would appear. The second level involved arranging food items on lunch trays, and that was much easier to do. I like that I was able to rotate items. It made fitting things together easier. Now, I don't know how tasty or nutritionally balanced these lunch trays are, but hey, I got them all in there. And the final level I played was a coin organizing one. You had to polish the dirty coins and place them in the proper section of the holder. It was by far the easiest and also the most satisfying. I like that not every minigame is the same, and my only complaint is that there's only one song in the game that plays during every level. It's not a bad song, but I'd like more variety. Now we're getting into the rhythm games. The first is called Bits and Bops, and if you like the Rhythm Heaven games, you'll love this one. It's a collection of rhythm mini-games that range in difficulty. The demo lets you play 4 of them, but you can get more playtime out of it, trying to get a perfect score on each level. The first involves taking pictures of a seal bouncing a beach ball. There were some funny and distracting interactions during that one. The second minigame has you hammering nails to build furniture for a cat. The third has you playing as an indoor bird conversing with an outdoor one, which was super cute. I struggled the most with that one, which made for some socially awkward moments, just like real life. And the last minigame has you playing as a robot in a dance group. That one was the most fun for me. The spin was so satisfying. The full game will have over 20 minigames, which feels like a lot less than Rhythm Heaven. I hope there are some rhythm toys to play around with too, but there's no mention of that in the description. Anyway, the hand-drawn animations are fantastic, and the main menu screen has the legendary S, so it's a must-buy. The next rhythm game on the list is Away From Home. This is a weird one. It's a rhythm-based RPG where you play as Abby, a girl who solves everything with violence. At the beginning of the game, her brother Michael wants to pretend to fight, but she fights with everything she has and makes him cry. Later on, she beats up another guy to get him to teleport her and Michael to the city. She's an absolute menace to society. The world reminds me a bit of Earthbound, and the Steam description says that the full game will have side quests and mini-games similar to Yakuza 0. I adored that game, so that interests me a lot. Fighting is where the rhythm game comes in. You use your arrow keys to either fight, use a special move, use an item, or defend. You can only fight, use your special ability, and use items when the beat is yellow. Using items takes 2 yellow beats, one to open the bag, and the other to select the item you want to use. Defending is done on red beats. Some parts of the battles were tricky, but each enemy has a pattern that you can learn over time. I love that because it means if you're skilled enough, it's possible to take no damage. This game is wacky, and there is definitely something sinister going on, As you can tell from the in-game trailer, it took me a bit to get used to the controls since I'm so used to moving around with WASD, but the wacky characters and gameplay kept me entertained enough to work past it. And the last two games I'll talk about are visual novels. The first is Date Everything, and I did not expect to like this one so much. I love dating sims, but this one seemed like it was going to be dumb. I know that's mean, but satire can be hard to get right, but this game does it perfectly. It doesn't feel like it was created by people who dislike those kinds of games, but really understand what makes them fun. In this game, you've got special glasses that turn any inanimate object in your house into a dateable character. I looked at the database of characters, and there are 100 to find and date. That's so many. It's so fun trying to guess what each character is going to look like and what their personality will be. One of my favorites was the toilet, which turns into a French rapper who's actually really good, even if he calls himself Lil Crapper. I think it means cool rapper, but you know, toilet puns. My favorite so far is Volts. He runs the nightclub in the house, and he's got bad boy vibes. I love that everything is voice acted in the game as well. The humor is on point, all the characters feel alive and unique, and I'm so curious how the story will unfold. So far, you've lost your job, found these mysterious glasses, and are going around trying to date inanimate objects every day. Is this going to turn out to be a massive hallucination? Or are you really going to date a toilet? I need to know. The final game I'll talk about is Dispatch. This is also a visual novel, but it's more like the Telltale games where it feels like you're watching a movie and have a limited amount of time to make decisions. In this one, you play as a retired superhero who now works as a dispatch operator, managing a team of dysfunctional heroes. Apart from the dialogue choices, there's also a mini-game where you have to decide which hero to send out to solve emergencies. Each hero has different stats and effects, and there's a cooldown after sending them out, so you have to be strategic about it. It was a lot of fun, and the humor was pretty good. I think it relies a bit too much on cussing, at least when it comes to the old guy character. Like every other word coming out of his mouth is some expletive, but overall, it seems super interesting. Also, Moist Critical voices the edgy bat character. If you like the video, press the like. If you want to see more of me, subscribe. I cover cozy games, RPGs, and visual novels. I'm still working on getting through the latest Rude Factory game, so I'm not sure if my next video will be about that, but it will be coming up soon. See you guys!
Are you sure? I find that hard to believe since this is the first time I've seen you here. Trust me, I would never forget such a striking face.